Hello, Morongo Basin and listeners around the world online at Z107.7fm.com. Here is the Z107.7 local news for Monday, September 25th, 2023. A dangerous vehicle pursuit in Yucca Valley ended in Desert Hot Springs after the allegedly armed suspect hit a power pole. On Saturday at around 12:30 p.m., San Bernardino County Sheriff's deputies say they attempted a traffic stop on a Honda Accord for code violations on 29 Palms Highway near Pinion Drive in Yucca Valley. They identified the driver of the Honda as Israel Hernandez Jr., a 35-year-old resident of Desert Hot Springs, and said that he failed to yield, leading deputies in a pursuit westbound on 29 Palms Highway. Deputies say that Hernandez made several dangerous moving violations, including speeding, unsafe turns, and driving into oncoming traffic. Due to the extreme danger of Hernandez's actions, deputies discontinued the pursuit and contacted neighboring agencies for assistance. Officers from the Desert Hot Springs Police Department located the Honda after it collided with a power pole. Authorities say that Hernandez fled into a nearby field, where he was arrested through a joint effort by the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Deputies, Riverside County Sheriff's Deputies, Desert Hot Springs Police, and California Highway Patrol. San Bernardino County deputies report that Hernandez was found in possession of a loaded AR-15 rifle, 2 loaded handguns, including an unserialized home-built pistol, commonly known as a ghost gun, along with methamphetamine and fentanyl. Israel Hernandez Jr. was arrested for investigation into a number of charges related to vehicle pursuit, weapons possession, and narcotics possession, and was booked at West Valley Detention Center on $100,000 bail. A traffic stop in Morongo Valley led to 2 arrests for suspicion of drugs and weapons. On September 17th at around 5:30 a.m., County Sheriff's deputies say they conducted a traffic stop on a Jeep Liberty on 29 Palms Highway near Phobes Road in Morongo Valley. Deputies identified 2 people inside of the Jeep, Daniel Aaron Diaz, 31, and Eileen Herrera, 33, both residents of Indio. Deputies say they were found in possession of a loaded .25 auto-caliber pistol and methamphetamine. Daniel Aaron Diaz and Eileen Herrera were booked into Morongo Basin Jail on September 21st. Diaz pled no contest to 1 count of possession of drugs while armed and was sentenced to 30 days in jail and 2 years probation. In continued honor of National Public Lands Day, Positional Projects held their 8th annual cleanup of Giant Rock, the popular historic rock formation in Landers, on Saturday. Assignment reporter and Good Samaritan Gabriel Hart was there to help and has this recap for us today.
In collaboration with Bighorn Desert View Water Agency, Blight Sites, Desert Cleanse Project, Element Society, High Desert Keepers, the Landers Community Association, Mojave Desert Land Trust, and Refuel Your Fun, Positional Projects founder Carol Kaz Newman told Z107.7 this year's effort was the largest one yet. With over 125 RSVPs, Newman had to refresh their website 3 times to accommodate the overwhelming response. When asked if there's been any incremental improvement over the year with Giant Rock's chronic litter and vandalism, Newman said,
"There's less big trash items, like trigger trash items that have been shot and things like that.
Like from guns, yeah.
Yeah, there's less of that, but there's still, there's still all the fireworks rubble left behind, the campfires with the nails. That's what a lot of people are working on, is trying to make sure that all these vehicles that are here today are like protected from the vulnerability of driving over the campfires where all these nails are stuck in the sand. So there's a lot of small trash like that we're using the magnet sweepers for, and beverage glass, of course. But all in the foothill of Spy Mountain, there's a lot of people using pickers to pick up trash in those areas. But coming up to the rock, there wasn't anything really huge that had been left behind. So that was nice to see.
Newman mentioned that there has been far more graffiti, a problem that has seen an uptick since the pandemic.
The tags aren't as big, I will say that. Like the character who is a repeat visitor, and we've got multiple tags by him. They're smaller. But, we did the cleanup a year ago, and then 6 weeks later, he did a smaller tag right over where his old one was.
So it's a battle.
It is a battle.
The good news is that organizers had more gear for the graffiti removal this year, with equipment donated from Yucca Valley's KK Rents and a huge donation from Landers Community Association, so they were able to buy more elephant snot. the chemical spray used to remove graffiti. In true community effort, there were more donations from local businesses to keep volunteers going throughout the day. Large pies from Landers' own $5 pizza, salad and kind bars from Yucca Valley's grocery outlet, plus free National Public Land Day t-shirts from the Bureau of Land Management, and refillable propane canisters provided by Refuel Your Fun. Reporting for Z107.7, this is assignment reporter Gabriel Hart.
Among the many agenda items at tomorrow's 10 o'clock County Supervisor meeting in San Bernardino, the board is expected to authorize funds for storm-related repairs. Reporter Mike Lipsitz is here to tell us more about tomorrow's meeting.
Supervisors are expected to approve $4 million for road and bridge repairs in the wake of Tropical Storm Hilary, and an additional $3 million for storm-related repairs to county flood control facilities. The funds will be shared among a dozen unincorporated communities, Joshua Tree among them. The County Department of Public Works will oversee the repairs, and emergency designation will allow the work to commence immediately and not be delayed by the competitive bidding process. Follow a link in this story at Z107.7fm.com for the complete agenda and options for viewing or participating in tomorrow's meeting. Reporting for Z107.7 News, this is Mike Lipsitz.
The 29 Palms Public Cemetery District Board of Trustees meets in regular session tomorrow afternoon. On the agenda is a financial overview of bank accounts and county funds, along with a staff operations review. Public comment is always welcome. The meeting begins at 4:30 p.m. at 5350 Encilia Avenue in 29 Palms. If you're interested in the impact of tourism in the Morongo Basin, the Mojave Desert Land Trust is holding a forum on visitation on Wednesday. The forum, which is sponsored by the MDLT, the National Parks Conservation Association, and 90 Miles from Needles, will look at the impact of visitation on Joshua Tree National Park and its surrounding communities, with a focus on charting a path forward. The session will be held on Wednesday at 6:30 p.m., though reservations are required to attend. You can find more details at this story on Z107.7fm.com. And finally, food, music, classes, and much more will be at the 27th Annual Morongo Basin Orchid Festival at Goobler's Orchids in Landers. Learn more about orchid species, drink specialized beers, and support the many nonprofit organizations represented. Reporter Hillary Sloan is here to tell you more about the classes.
Relax by taking a fun class in caring for and cultivating orchid species. Take home an orchid or orchid arrangement. Classes are taught by the Orchid Society of Arizona and Riverside San Bernardino Orchid Society at the festival's Pacific Western Bank Learning Center. There is a small fee, and all proceeds support orchid education and the preservation of native orchid species. Sign-ups can be made at www.sunsetrotary.org or email festival@gooblers.com for more information. Classes fill up quickly. Reserve your seats today. There will also be food and beverage vendors and live musical entertainment. The festival is Saturday, October 7th from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Sunday, October 8th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at 2200 Belfield Boulevard in Landers. Admission and parking are free. Z107.7 FM supports Goobler's Orchid Festival. For Z107.7, this is reporter Hillary Sloan.
That's our local news. Hear local news 7 times a day, 7 days a week at 7, 8, 9, noon, 4, 5, and 6. If you hear news happening, let us know about it. Email us at tips@z107.7fm.com. Reporting for the Morongo Basin News Leader, the award-winning Z107.7 Local News, I'm Jeff Harmetz.